what do you think is going to happen over the next, I don't know, 10 years? How do we keep what's important about gi jiu-jitsu present, but allow the growth of the sport within the NoGi world?
A lot of people are saying like, oh, the gi is dead and the gi jiu-jitsu, jiu-jitsu competition is dead. But I completely disagree. Like, I think there are plenty of competitions still that have a lot of prestige. I think they will have to keep up. There will have to be more money prizes in order for them to keep their prestige, in my opinion. If they don't, that's, I think, when we'll see the gi jiu-jitsu starting to die. And it's really unfortunate because you don't want to it's not about the money, but at the end of the day, that's what's going to attract the people, and that's or the top competitors.
Yeah, it's tough because if you look at it from both sides, 100% you're right. So if there's no money in the sport, then you're not going to attract the athletes. But you can't put the money in the sport if it doesn't have the streaming and the views and the downloads and the sharing. So, you look at the viewership for like an IBJJF Worlds event, and it pales in comparison to the viewership for like an ADCC. And so how do you, I don't know, like how do you keep incentivizing top level athletes to cross over, kind of like Marigali, who's going, back into compete in the gi and then back over to ADCC? Do you think it's like you try to get top people to come over, or like, I don't know, how would you incentivize more no-gi competitors to take time away from no-gi training to emphasize gi training to then compete at a high level in the gi?
I mean, I don't know if I necessarily would do that. I don't know if that's something that is needed. Like, I think there is, there's enough jiu-jitsu to go around for people to be in the gi and the no gi. Um, I, I don't know. Other than cash money, I really don't know.
And it's tough because I feel like for a lot of hobbyists and people that, we know that memberships keep schools alive, and a lot of people that make up the memberships are doing it for different reasons than to be a world champion. And I feel like the gi introduction is a little bit more digestible than going into the no-gi environment, which it has a lot of roots in wrestling. And I mean, the speed is faster. The risk of injury, I feel like personally, is higher. I don't know if that's true, but it seems like an important part to also keep the growth of jiu-jitsu kind of waving through new generations of people that are interested.
No, I do totally agree with you. Yeah, it's I don't see that it's going anywhere anytime soon. I don't want to put that across, but I can't see that the world championships is all of a sudden going to die.
Right. No, yeah.
Yeah, it's.
And
I think we'll be fine.
You won when you won both gi and no gi in the same year. What was that like? Like, how did you train for both of those, and which did you weight more heavily in preparation?
Actually, like what we always would do in Nottingham, and we are actually doing that again this year, which I'm really happy about. So we would train half of the year in the gi, and then half of the year in the no gi, and that would be like the competition sessions. So that's kind of how we'd be dividing our time. And after the world championships this year, competition training will be changed over to the gi again. And I do think it's kind of important. I think the gi and the no gi, they train different things. There's like you say, the speed is different. the ability to control somebody is much different, and it's almost like an off season, but
Yeah.
still training the same sport, right? It's yeah.